Hi there, this is Scorpio Advisor here, coming to you with another reading. So today we are going to be getting into another reading down the request list. We have a couple requests about Anna Kendrick and Brittany Snow that I did those readings on. And one of my subscribers wanted more of a deeper energy into like why they can't be romantic. So I separated the different questions out. So this is going to be the first one of it. And I think I have a couple. I'll be doing the next questions in the following video. I think I separated it out into like 3 videos. So just because I like to really get deep into the questions. So that's why I decide to do that way. And you guys might see that on my channel. So that's the format I like to do. So, but this one is all going to be about why Brittany Snow and Anna Kendrick, or sorry, not why, it's about was there ever any romantic involvement in the past, so between them. And I also extended it if it doesn't show up of anything at all, nothing at all, like my last reading, then if there's some kind of past life history that maybe other like fans of theirs can sense and kind of give them, like, oh, this is why it looks like that. They had a past life, regarding that. And we're just doing different roles for some reason in this time. Okay. So, but my first foremost is finding out whether they did, have something. Okay. So before I get into it, hold on, I just need to take a drink here. All right, thank you. So before I get into the cards, I was trying to do some channeling, and I do feel like actually I wasn't getting it in my last reading, but I was trying to really focus on it. And I was getting the vibe of going out at night to some kind of like club or some kind of nightlife kind of thing, or some party or some event that's dark, and then they're being around each other deeply, and then just being silly and being like under the influence and like drinking, and then having kind of like a girl moment, like let's just like, make out for fun, kind of thing. So, but I do kind of feel like it was like a one-time thing. So, and it's just whatever, but I was getting there could have been something like that happened, because I was kind of like seeing something like that. Okay. It's kind of giving like sleepover vibes, if someone does that at like a sleepover or something, like on a dare or something, it's kind of giving that energy. So okay, but let's go into it. So for my astro dice, I got Saturn here, which is can be the planet of karma. It's also the planet of restriction. So I thought this was interesting because there could be maybe a restriction with this, with having this kind of relationship. And also it could be having to do with karma, if it seems like. So they could have had, I'm not ruling out the past life thing. So and we do have the sign of Cancer. So Cancer Cancer can be very emotional, but also Cancers can tend to be a little secretive too, like holding being very careful about their feelings, okay? So there is that kind of going on. So, okay. And that's like a very feminine vibe with the Cancer. So if there was a past life, I mean, I was seeing that there could have been a mother involved, but if they were romantically together, it could have been someone was the mother of someone's children. You know, could have gone that far where they had kids together in a past life. We do have 11th house, so which is kind of like the wish house and like the deep friendship. I do feel like there's a deep friendship there for sure. But it could be if someone does have this inkling, it could be very cautious and very secretive about it, you know, not very open about it. And it's just like a wish, you know, and there's restriction there, right? So for whatever reason. And the signs to confirm this would be we have Aquarius, Cancer, and Capricorn. So those were, if any of them have, whichever one has the signs, let me know if they have that in their sun, moon, or rising. So, okay, so let's go further into it. So the tarot card, I'm using my bigger tarot deck. So we have the Knight of Swords here. So this is showing a shakeup of event, a shakeup here. Shakeup, also Gemini is indicated here. So it could have been, if this did happen, it happened, you know, like very, very quickly over the span of like a 12-day thing or 12 hours, you know. And what I thought was interesting, my next theme card from the astrology deck, I'm using the one I used yesterday, and we have the Leo sign with Leo's represented by the 5th house, and it has the number 5. So there definitely could have been an event where something happened like quickly, you know, with them, but it also feels fleeting. And we have slowly but surely getting ahead. So Tortoise. So that could be an indication maybe they will develop something romantic later on. Just for the timings in the last video, go check out my last video on them if you haven't seen it. But this could be further out than the timing that I gave in my last video. So, because slowly but surely getting ahead. Unless, because Saturn also represents 10th house, career, unless this bond is going to be helpful for someone getting ahead in their career and ambitions, their public image. We do have return. So since this is showing a masculine, so they aren't a masculine. So I'm assuming that's another confirmation that there was a past life and someone was a man and now they're a woman in this life. So, and they're returning to them in this life. So there are books and stories of people that we have a close relationship with or conflicting relationship with in this life, that they were actually a different role in our past lives, and that can kind of show up. I remember reading about someone who talked about someone, I think, that used to be a romantic partner, but they're actually the role of their father in this life, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, so sometimes the roles can be different in the current lifetime. So okay, so let's see the additional information. So we have the 10 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this kind of feels like, yeah, they could be a couple at some point, or they could also somehow be attached to each other, like where they're going to be like connected, very much connected. It's like the vibe of, like, let's say like one of them met someone's brother or sister or someone in the family, and then they have a relationship, they have a romantic relationship with them, and then they get married, but then they're now connected to their family, you know, the deeper situation. So it could be a situation like that, but it would be a very slow like thing that happens, and something randomly that happens in daily life. Like this is Pentacles, so 10 to 12 months or years that could happen. But again, I'm just saying if that means that they don't get together, otherwise this could be confirmation that they will get together in life. It just may be later on. Okay, we have the 11th house. Community. That also adds up to a 4, which is represented by Cancer. 4th house is represented by Cancer. And we have Aries, so action. So this shows action, and 11th house, it's pointing to the community. So that kind of almost like maybe signifies what I was saying. Or this happens that a project they're doing together. We have contemplation, and we have dark night of the soul. So we're seeing pictures of a masculine here. So this situation could come about because of a hard situation with a masculine. Forces working against you. Too much concern with sexual matters. Okay. So this feels like the force that's working against them is maybe that someone is just not into, like, they're not into girls romantically like that. So that's, you know, an issue, and it may manifest in different ways, which is why I'm saying that deep love or that thing that happened in the past may have to manifest in different ways. So, okay, let's go further into it. Okay, so energies around the situation. We have the Page of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. This kind of talks about like someone getting bad news with an interference. So this actually does, that energy does kind of seem to confirm that someone in this friendship does have a crush on the other. So it could be one person is just not open to it because of their preference, their gender preference, but it seems like, and someone getting in the way of this interference. We did see someone really upset about someone getting involved with someone, so maybe it was like also that person was in love with them. So what we got here? North Node. And adds up to 7. Vesta, Hearth. I'll have to look that one up. 5, Turning Point. So I have a book for my astrology deck because this one, I don't use it this often. I just started because felt like it may be important for other things, for other readings. Okay, so it says, evaluate yourself in your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more than nor less than anyone else's. Okay, this is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on the center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Interesting. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. So that kind of feels like, to me, a confirmation if someone has feelings for someone, just realizing that they're like the bigger picture if it's not happening. And maybe more of their mission is to, with the North Node is about, in astrology, supporting someone coming into someone's life to support their big life purpose. Okay. We have waiting for news. And we have, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So definitely waiting for that thing to happen, but knowing that this person is like always going to be there for you, no matter what kind of relationship you have. We have refocus and we have numbing. Okay. So yeah, someone numbing their feelings and going into a different direction. So yeah, I'm actually glad we did this reading because this brings out more that, because I wasn't seeing that so much. So this kind of brings it more into depth, those feelings about someone being upset about the other person. Okay, so we have the King of Cups for the other influences. So the Judgment. This feels like King of Cups also represents Cancer, so that protective energy and just kind of like looking to signs and, messages from beyond to help them with this problem. We have the 10th house and we have progressions journey. Okay, so we have 11 that adds up to a 2. And then this adds up to a 3. And we also have 10th house. So 2, 3, they're like in order except for the 10th house. So that's interesting. So this feels like very much about the 10th house, right? Like this person is really going to be helping with their public image and with their career. That's another confirmation. We have cycles. We have bound. So there is this feeling of being bound to this person. Maybe they had kind of like a negative life experience with each other in a past life though. So that could be something where someone needs to be more healthy for them with the North Node. North Node is a healthy influence. Okay, we have Mountain, major challenge to overcome. We have July, another sign to Cancer sign, so that's interesting. So this challenge, this issue, keeping it, to themselves. Okay, what's our foundation here? The 6 of Swords. The High Priestess, which is also keeping yourself, secretive things. So this definitely could signify that something secret happened between them during a trip or a vacation. But again, with swords, it's very fleeting. So it goes in that same kind of time frame. Okay. Trine, sextile, symbiosis. We have 52 adding up to a 7. We saw the 7 before. We have 3. Oh, we just talked about the 3. So we have Gemini. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at the trine and the sextile. Let's look at what that means here. Okay, lean into what is easy and comfortable. Use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Look for people who have compatible, complementary ideas or skills to yours. Work with your allies. Gently expand your world through compatible people. So this almost kind of feels like maybe someone is gears towards more the feminine for attraction in romantic relationships. They could prefer both, but there is also this leaning about towards that because it almost feels like coming out to your like family or discovering yourself or something. Definitely right next to Gemini, like communication. But with the High Priestess, I don't know if they have fully come out yet. It may, because that still feels hidden. So there could be just the need to do that, the need to want to do that, but that could happen in the future. Okay, so we have Divine Masculine. We have Soulmate. So I think this confirms that they were a Divine Masculine to them in a soulmate relationship in a past life. So there is that energy. The most difficult part of a situation is over, and pay attention to your finances. So they could have also helped them out in terms of finances. I was getting, help towards career. Okay. Let's look at our past influences. What we got here? We got Wheel of Fortune. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So, this person could have been like very much like on their own, maybe not having friendships, or there's someone that wasn't like big on relationships. And then this person kind of came in. So we have Pisces here, which adds up to a 3. And then 7. A lot of 3s and 7s, huh? And Libra. So this could be showing a lot of like self-care and, balancing themselves. Maybe really like understanding themselves in the past. We have compromise and we have union. So in the past, this could be also talking about past life. There was some kind of thing that they needed to compromise in their union in the past life. Relationship with a man. Happiness and well-being. So there could have been, this could be showing the physical descriptions of what they looked like in the past. They could have had blonde or gray or white hair when they were a man, and they were very happy. They could have even been a Leo with the sun here. Okay, let's look at the subconscious here. 8 of Cups. Ace of Wands. This shows attraction. So yeah, definitely there was attraction. Definitely talks about someone trying to leave their life though. an ending of a relationship, maybe even an ending when it came to that past life where they left their life. We have Mars, that adds up to a 4. This adds up to an 8, 6th house. Yeah, this feels like in the past life there was an action, something, anger or aggression in terms of their health. So there was something, that's how they left. Now there could be more, there's more energy towards career or having them in their daily life. Family, patience. It was a long road for them to be a family, be part of their actual family in a past life, and it's going to be the same for this life. So dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Advice from a friend. Okay, so there could be a friend that's advising on this connection. Okay, so near future vibes. This reading is very interesting. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant does represent Taurus energy, which is about beauty. There is going to be, this is another signification or symbolizing that there is going to be a waiting period and conforming to society's standards. Usually it was what the Hierophant means. But there is like a giving, like a gift, giving a gift, or maybe doing some kind of project together that helps others, some kind of cause during this time. So the wait could be 6 months to 6 years. We have Jupiter, which is abundance, and that adds up to a 5. This one adds up to a 2 in Ceres and nurture. So there could be something, opportunities to work with something to do with mothers or children, because Ceres talks about the mother and nurturing. Could even be something to do with pets, because we got the 6th house, and 6th house represents pets as well. Okay, we have unawakened, and we have victim. So someone is also not very awakened to this connection, and the other person is just, or it could be the same person, just kind of like acting like a victim, like woe's me, you know, just not very open to it. Which kind of reminds me of like Cancer can have like a lot of fears about things, right? And hold themselves back. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. A period of ill health and depression. So someone could be also like depressed during this time. That's why they're not really thinking of this as a possibility. But remember also, rejection is protection. So there could be a very strong force not trying to allow this connection if they are supposed to come together romantically. Okay, so the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, which is, this is talking about the subconscious. So someone is just going through a rough time with some kind of work or some kind of project, or having problems with commitment could be a factor. So we have Saturn. We have the 8th house. This talks about, you know, having to follow like the structure of things. This adds up to a 6. This adds up to, ooh, 1st house. Twin flame. fresh start. But they're still going to be accepting this connection no matter how it like manifests. So dealings or relationships with a man and a meeting with a stranger could be important. So this feels like in the past life, their meeting was also very important. So it could be talking about that. Okay, so the environment. We have the Ten of Wands, the Sun card. So there's definitely going to be some heavy work towards a cause of something. I feel like this could be also another indication. Maybe it is with children or something they enjoy, like in the spotlight together. Uranus, change. 7 adds up to 7. Oh, we get 2 here. Aquarius, collaborate. So collaboration, right? So it happens very suddenly. We have regret and we have crossroads. So I do believe whoever was the masculine in this past life does have regrets about some kind of choice that they had to make. Oh, we get happiness again. Opportunities are waiting for you. So they are bringing happiness to each other's life. Okay, what's other future energies? Oh, 2 swords. So that crossroads is showing up in this current. Ace of Pentacles. So there is going to be something profitable. With the Pentacles, I often see this as material aspects. Like money, something really promising into career possibly. We have the 7th house, so 9. So that's like also a month or a year energy. And Taurus, cultivate. So Taurus is also talking about money. So this could be, there could be a relationship with money, a money-making project. We have vibrations. And we have 5th dimension. So someone's working on getting their energy at a better state of mind. Stubborn, aggressive person. This is also the picture of Aries. And we have hard work ahead. So a lot of initiative, someone taking the initiative with that action there. Okay, so final outcome. 5 of Wands. 5 of Swords. So this feels like someone considering their other options, and it is going to be hurting someone in the future. And this energy is playing out from a month, or 5 days. So even though this fleeting thing that happened, they're still going to be considering other options. I think someone worries about like, oh, this like also, about how people would accept this, like maybe their families or the public image, like they're just not really ready for that. And they're just kind of rejecting the idea of it. So, of them being romantic to each other. We have Pluto, rebirth, that adds up to 9. And then 10, 1, descendant. Okay. So this shows like an ending, or could be a transformation at some point. We have third party. Mask. Someone wearing a mask. Okay. But that feels like, so I'm not entirely sure that there is no attraction from this other person that's rejecting it. It could be they're just like worry it won't be accepted, so they just kind of leave it as a fleeting moment. Involvement with the law. Whoa, that's an position of authority. Okay, so yeah. Or maybe they also, yeah, I mean, I think it's just, I was going to say marriage, but marriage has been legalized for same gender, so I don't think that's a factor. But this could be also, so if we're not talking about that, that could be just there's too much like shine on them and they can't accept it right now. Or this also could be talking about who they're going to be getting involved with. So this could be someone like a lawyer or like a big like business person or something. So, but I think there was a long game initiated in their past life together, so that may come out at the same time. It's hard to know whether they will accept it. I do have another reading about like, I think it was like, why can't they be together or something like that. So I am going to leave that. I will do that one, and then maybe we can find out more answers if that will ever change. But right now it looks like, yes, there was something fleeting at like how I described it, but, and there is a past life here, but then there was it took a long time for them to get together in that life. So it's going to be similar things that happened. Maybe because they didn't finish out their role with that challenging journey, and there was more that they needed to learn from that, and that's why it's being repeated. So, but I do think for now they're going to be engaging in other attachments. But it feels like they're very much going to be connected in terms of work, career, or even doing a collaborative project together with the subjects I mentioned. Okay, so hope you guys like that reading. I will be posting another reading of them regarding another question tomorrow. But let me know what you thought of this, if you resonate with anything, if you resonated with any of the astrology signs that I mentioned. Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your guys' comments. And I still know there's a bigger portion of you guys that are watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much, and I appreciate your support. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love. Bye.